Hey guys, and welcome back to G's Autos. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, just getting over a bit of a cold here, so my voice keeps cutting in and out a little bit, so I do apologise for that. One of the repairs needed on the EL Falcon was to replace the gas boot struts that hold up the boot lid. They were completely shot, they were no good. So this is just the process I worked through to replace those. It's a pretty simple job. It's nice and easy. So watch this video if you want to learn from the one mistake that I made. But anyway, guys, enough out of me. I hope you like this video. If it's a big help, please give it a thumbs up, and please feel free to leave a comment below. It's greatly appreciated, and it really does help the channel. Anyway, guys, enough out of me. I hope you like the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright guys, so I need to replace the boot struts. Now, as you can see, the trusty broom handle is what's being used to hold up my boot lid. So, the two boot struts, hopefully this doesn't fall down and chop my head off. They're up in there. So, to get to those, I need to do the following. I'm going to start by removing these bolsters on the back seat, and I'm pretty sure I need to remove this trim here and this trim here, but I'll work through it. You'll see any of my mistakes anyway, so all good. Anyway, so let's start removing this this bolster. Now, there is a plastic trim piece that sits over the top of this. Now that should be a 16mm. And then down in here, let's see if I can get you a good angle. That one down there should be a 10mm. Now once all that is, those two bolts are removed, this should lift up and out. Alright, so let's start with that. Alright, as I was removing that 16mm bolt, and as I removed the bolster, this washer fell down, which just goes... which just goes there. And then the other piece that fell down was this one. Now this one should just tuck in there like that. Obviously line up for that bolt to thread into. Alright, so let me move that move that down. It doesn't look like I'll need to remove that piece of trim. Now to remove this one, sorry, here we are, it's a bit hard filming upside down. There's a little Christmas tree clip there, and then there is another one just up there, and the rest, this trim should just pull off from little clips behind it. Alright, so this came off pretty easy. Now that top little clip there, let's see if I can show you that one stayed in. However, this one here, I did just pull that out using my trim removing tool, so that's all good. That unclipped nice and easy. I think I can get away with just leaving that like that and just juggling. Now, hopefully I don't need to remove this rear parcel shelf, because that would be an absolute pain. There we go. We should be able to just knock that off its perch. We'll see how we go. I'm not sure if the boot struts I've got are a perfect match, but anyway, we'll have a look. Alright, so these are the struts that came out of the boot. Now, these are held on. Let's see if I can get you a good shot here. Okay. There's that little metal clip that sits on the outside. So to basically lift that off, before you remove it, you need to just back that clip off. So all I did was use my pointy picker tool here, and as that sits in the back, I basically just levered that under there, got some leverage on it, and popped it up, and that's enough to relieve the connection there. Hopefully you can see that okay. They just wrap around the ball joint itself. So once you relieve that, you can just pop that off nice and easy. Now, like I said, these are the ones that came out of the car. I did purchase a replacement pair from a company that does these, that specialises in these. However, I could not get them to fit. I couldn't cycle them, which means I couldn't compress them to get the right just to bring them in a little bit so I could fit them. So I took them to a company who specialises in this kind of stuff, and when they tested my replacement ones, they would double the amount of pressure. They're supposed to have about 360 Newton meters of pressure inside. However, the replacement set that I bought had one was 530 and another one was 620. So I had no chance of fitting them. So I have purchased another set from the company that I spoke to, and they've pressurized them to 360 Newton meters. So these are the ones here. So I'm going to fit these. These are just a fraction shorter. So I won't have any problems fitting these. So I'm going to pop these on now. And once, like you'll see here, the clip is on there. And that just wraps around. You'll see, hopefully, see the little metal clip coming in there. You just pop that straight on. There's no need to relieve that clip. When pressing them back on, they'll just pop straight on. So I'll go ahead and I'll do that now. Alright guys, now that I've actually got a correct set, that was an absolute piece of cake. I kid you not. 2 seconds, done. Alright, as I mentioned earlier in the video, there's no need to remove that 16mm bolt. Just take that plastic, pardon me, just take that plastic trim off, slide that off the bolt, and then undo that 10mm bolt down the bottom, and that bolt will just slide in and out. So yeah, don't make the same mistake I did and take that 16mm bolt out, then all the brackets, the bracket and washer all fall down. So don't do that. And let's take a look at the boot lid now. So now that's all fixed in there. Brand new on both sides. That boot lid can now hold its own weight and sits up nicely without falling down and cracking you on the skull.